Well, hello there, everyone. Mac25 here, and you see right here is I talk about for ID security. You have right here are these pictures right here, these school pictures that go back nearly 15, 20 years ago, and you have right here is a baby picture right here, and along with the student IDs, for the ID security, and as well this right here will be me right here in the fourth grade. It would have been, and baby picture right here, like my birth information, right here with me, my first birthday. And then right here will be is like the grade book, for the writing and spelling and grammar. So just thinking about, I'm like, whenever I was young, to where thinking that, if anybody that's like, wanted you to sign anything or print anything or anything like that, such as, for creating a username, a password, or if you go ahead and use the one that is provided. So if anybody wonders to where that like usually that works to where that if you want to maybe put sign your name such as it's like yeah that even asks it's like that write in write in the full name or something like that, write in the full name. And for just thinking about like write it something like this to where that I'm like yeah that especially if it's going to be delivering a package or anything like that, and like warning to where that yeah that if it looks something like this, or if I say if you like yeah just write in a few scribbly lines or something like that on the line, or if like if you want to maybe use the type tool right here, and then maybe write in, I'll go ahead and write on here as like the bottom here. I'm like, yeah, necessarily to where if that's necessarily where it goes, but just add a few stars. And I'm sure that for extra security purposes, to where it's like between on the line, or if there's a line below that they say that yeah, we ask you to sign right here, but for extra security, that thinking that necessarily to where if we the first time that we were to be writing our name and thinking that for whatever, if we were doing applying for a job, or if it's going back to school or anything like that, and warning to where that they seem like that they're going to have something new every 5 months to maybe every year or so, but like for security reasons, to where thinking about you for ID security is that besides collecting a blood type or anything like that, I like that then the number one important agenda, I guess you say, was to where there's the thinking about to where that if it's going to be contain a few letters and numbers, and then maybe a few stars like here for security purposes, is thinking about that yeah that ways of how they do like for security reasons, to where most systems, computer systems or anything like that, to where that they would be doing background checks as well. So the way I think about though is that with the usernames and passwords, if one is not provided and they want you to create one or something like that, it's like anything wondering that, I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna really improve my grade, like one way or the other, but like for extra security, to where I'm like, yeah, that back then that they want you to write your name, especially if they were testing you on something. If it was a test and then they want you to write your name and sign a date on the top, something like that, like thinking, yeah, do like a few scribbly lines. But the way I think about it, though, is that with like autographs, is to where like warning that yeah, we may have learned just by practice, maybe just for something for fun, but then just thinking about necessarily to where if it's something that's on the matter, to where they nowadays, to where autographs and other source of information, especially online, that is used for more likely a number of things. What type of ID do we have to use, especially online, if it's on an account or portfolio, that type of stuff. So just thinking about is to where kids younger than the age of 15 that may not know exactly what that is, and like I say, you treat it like a toy and you handle it like a toy, but really it could be something to say that I don't know about dangerous, but it could be something that could be used that unpurposely. So it's like for necessarily no reason at all. So just thinking about to where that yeah for a signature, to where whenever you learn that how to use it, if it's shopping online or anything like that, and thinking about ways of how to keep it safe, and then for how how it's handled and how it's managed. But anyway, but talk about there is like for the ID security, like I say for picture ID is like say talk about right here, say for the signatures grade explained right here. It's like talk about here with the connectivity and like and thanks for watching.